Okay, so someone rated AneoEngine, rating AneoEngine. So Rocco Email created an operating system called AneoEngine, and I'm gonna rate it. My rating 8 out of 10. And I mean that is it technically what I can't read. And I mean that as a technical hobby OS project, not as a general purpose operating system. What impresses me? It's genuinely ambitious. The project has its own kernel, compiler / language, tooling, boot process, shell UI, graphics work, rather than simply being a themed Linux distribution. The creator says it's over 25,000 lines and it's been worked on for about 1.2 years and it's actually evolving. There are public releases ranging from 0.2 to a 1.0 demo. So this is just one off look I made an OS project. The design has a strong identity. The 640 by 480 VGA DOS-inspired interface is deliberately simple rather than trying to intimidate Windows or Linux. There is real low-level engineering going on. The discussion around frame buffer performance, right combining PAT, MRs, I can't read, double buffering, etc., shows the project has gotten into legitimate OS/hardware territory. The scope is unusually coherent. It is clearly built around the philosophy of keeping the system simple rather than accumulating features forever. Now, can it compete with Tanho OS? Maybe, because Tanho OS has an installer, but AneoEngine has a graphical frame buffer, a mouse pointer. Now it comes down to two things: speed and stability. Tanho OS is quite stable and decently fast. AneoEngine has a smooth 640 by 480 Temple OS style text engine and responsive mouse pointer. But honestly, I think AneoEngine gets the win due to its awesome GUI. Rocco Email, if you're reading this, great post, man. This is a pure masterpiece. Now, wait, I thought I already liked this. I recently just found this out. Boom, 15 days ago. I didn't even know this was existing. Like, what? This existed here? But anyway, now, to correct you, maybe Tanho OS has an installer, correct? But do you know how to install AneoEngine? Here's how you install you do QEMU new, then we boot as a CD-ROM. We're gonna boot a CD-ROM. Alright, I'm gonna do maximize zoom to fit, and oh crap, you can hear me alright, good. We're gonna run CP drive. The GUI stops because that's how it works. We're gonna type in device 1. The hell. Why the hell can I type? You know? We're gonna type in CP drive, type in 1, type in yes. It's gonna copy 2 megabytes, so it does have an installer actually. Well, Tanho OS installer is better, in my opinion, because we have to reboot in order to run minstall. So minstall pretty much what CP drive does is it copies your current live image, whether it's a USB or whatever, to an IDE drive that you want. It can't be a USB drive, it has to be an IDE. It has to be an IDE drive. If you try doing it on an SATA drive, it won't work. Okay, it has to be an IDE. Now what minstall does is that when you boot from the IDE, you have to run minstall, which will make it so where the IDE will save files. Now I should probably make it so where it will do it on boot, but the installer, Tanho OS installer installs it, you reboot, and it works. AneoEngine installer, you have to reboot 2 times, but whatever. It's easy installation. Now you do VM off, then you do QEMU. You just have to reboot, but you have to boot from the hard drive that you did. So now we're gonna do maximize. Now we're gonna do the zoom to fit. Now we're gonna go click here. We're gonna run the ev install, and it's gonna save the files. VM off. Run this program. Boom! It works now. That's how it is. But anyway, thanks, man. The Tana OS creator, he rated my OS. Thanks. 8 out of 10. It's actually pretty good. I did not expect 8 out of 10. But yeah, that's